everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to see how to create an AI agent for tech code business, automate debugging, fixing and running code. So I am running tech code business and I receive a lot of query on my WhatsApp to which I was manually replying. Now doing this manually is consuming a lot of my time, and that's why I've completely automated the entire process using Pabbly Chatflow. Now with the help of this Pabbly Chatflow, I have created an AI agent or a WhatsApp chatbot, and whenever a user sends me any message based on the query which they have sent to me, a reply is automatically sent to them. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process of how you can create this WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, let me take you all to my screen. So welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how I have created this AI agent which has automated all my WhatsApp conversation using Pabbly Chatflow. So we are going to test this once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I'm going to open my WhatsApp and I'm going to send a message. This code is throwing an exception. What could be the possible reason? So here I'm sending this particular question to this particular code business, and if I send this question or a query and the query is resolved, so based on the same query I am getting the answers or I am getting my query resolved, then this is going to show us the AI agent is working fine. Now here it is asking me to help you effectively. Could you please provide the following details: the programming language and framework, the specific exception message, any relevant code snippet or context around this information will help narrow down the possible reason for exception. So here I am going to enter all the details. So here I have entered these answers. I'm going to send this. Now let's wait for the reply. So based on the query which I have sent, it has sent me some questions to resolve this, and then when I have sent these answers, let's check what it responds to me. And here you see it has sent me a detailed answer. Thank you for providing details. Let's break down the context. Context: understanding structured observation and factors, possible variation, environment influence, interpretative awareness, suggested direction to review. So if you review these areas and still have issues, feel free to share more context. I'm here to help. So here you see, as I'm throwing the queries, it is resolving in no time without any human interference. So this is how my AI agent is going to work. And now to learn how you can also create this for your business from the scratch, let's start creating this. So here in this video, we are going to start creating this AI agent from the scratch. To create this, we first have to visit Pabbly Chatflow. To visit Pabbly Chatflow, we simply have to write www.pabbly.com/chatflow in the browser. And after browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Chatflow account. On the top right corner, we can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 credits free on monthly basis. You can use these 100 credits and check whether it fits your business or not, and when you feel ready to upgrade, you can use this code SHUBPC to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly yearly and lifetime deal. Now once you pay for this lifetime, you get access to all the features, that too forever. So as I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'll click on this Pabbly Chatflow access now. And here you will see it will take me towards the app dashboard of Pabbly Chatflow, where we can see all the credit allotted, credit consumed, credit remaining, and the WhatsApp number added. To add a WhatsApp number to your Pabbly Chatflow account, you simply have to click on this add WhatsApp number. Click on this WhatsApp connect to connect your WhatsApp to your Pabbly Chatflow account, or you can use a manual token to connect your Pabbly Chatflow account to your WhatsApp. Now, if you want to get the step-by-step process, the detailed video is available in the description. You can check that out. Also, on the left-hand side, we have these features. So the detailed video for all of these features is available in the description. You can check that out. Now on the left hand side, we have this option of AI assistant, and to create this AI assistant, we have to open this option. Let's open this. We have landed towards this AI assistant page. You can see the total AI assistant, active AI assistant, which are active on some chat, and the inactive AI assistant. To create a new AI assistant, you simply have to click on this add AI assistant, and let's first name this as tech code AI, and then I simply have to click on this add AI assistant. So here we are landed towards this page from where we are going to start creating this AI assistant. On the top we have these four options: AI instruction, knowledge source, assistant interface, and styling. First we have to select this instruction. So here we have the instruction type. I'm going to select it as AI agent, and as I select this instruction type, the instructions are already added. You can enhance these instructions according to your choice and preference. Then we have this AI configuration, where the first one is this temperature. So set how the creative AI answers are. 0 means more focused, 1 means more creative. If we go from 0 to 1, the creativity of how this AI is answering will enhance. I'm going to keep it as 0.7. The AI to use will be OpenAI. The model will be GPT-4o mini, and then we have to upload this API key. Now to enter this, a hyperlink is provided in this help desk. I'm going to open, and it will take me towards the API keys page of OpenAI. Now here I am on the paid version of OpenAI, and it is necessary that you also have the paid version of OpenAI. To create a new secret key, I simply have to click on this create new secret key. First I have to provide the key name. Let's say the key is test. The project will be default project. The permissions will be all, and then you simply have to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and simply paste that over here. Now here I have already created the API key, which I am going to paste. And after entering this API key, we have to make sure that we click on this connect. If we do not click on this connect, the API key will not be saved and we will not be able to move further. So here OpenAI key saved successfully. Moving on towards the next step, we have this AI assistant setting. So if you want to provide the header message and the footer message, you have to simply toggle on these buttons, enter the message, and it will start displaying. Then we have the stop keyword. So if the user want to stop getting the replies from the AI agent, they can simply send this message and the AI agent will stop replying to them. Now over here we have to add the stop keyword. After adding the stop keyword, you have to click on this enter to add this as the stop keyword, and then we have this retry attempt. So the number of attempts you give when the AI agent fails to respond is this retry attempt. You can enter from 1 to 10. I am going to toggle this off for now. Then we have this fallback message. Now when the API fails to respond, the AI agent will not be able to respond to our queries correctly. Then this fallback message will be sent. I am here to assist with questions related to company information or support. If you have any question about a service or need assistance with something specific, feel free to ask. Here I have entered this fallback message. What you can do, you can enter the company details or your contact information so that if the queries are not resolved, at least your contact details will be sent to the users. Moving on towards the next step, we have this knowledge source, which is the very important part, and based on this knowledge source itself, your AI agent gets the guide to respond to the user. We have to select it as upload file. We have to click on this cloud. We have to select the file which we have created, and then we simply have to open this, and in this manner we can upload this. I have created this in my Google document, so I'm going to open this. So this is the document which I've created: tech code, AI master knowledge base, business identity and positioning, who this AI agent serves, role of AI agent, type of queries that AI can handle, code fix, orientation, performance and optimization, awareness queries that AI must avoid, mandatory AI response framework. So here I've provided the detailed knowledge and how this AI agent should respond to my customers. Here I've provided the rest of the details like the contact information. Now based on your business, you have to provide and create a very detailed knowledge base so that your AI agent gets trained to answer in that particular manner. Make sure that you add all the details. So here after doing this, you have to download this in .txt or in .pdf format, and then you have to upload this. Now if your PDF has images, then the limit is to 10 pages only. Moving on towards the next step, which is this assistant interface. So here we have this heading name. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to name it like this name, and you can see it has changed over here. If you want to provide the subheading, you can do that. If you want to remove, you can do that, and it will be removed from here. If you want to provide the initial messages, you can do that. You can provide 2 initial messages, and based on these 2 initial messages itself, your AI agent is going to reply. Then we have this display the powered by Pabbly. So I have kept it as enable. If you want, you can disable this and it will be disabled. I'm going to keep it enabled. Then we have this footer text, and in this footer link I have added the privacy policy link, and in this footer text I have added the privacy policy. Then we have this user first message. So this message will be sent to the WhatsApp as the initial message from the user: I need help. But it is not necessary that whenever the user will send I need help, only then my agent is going to reply. It is going to reply based on any message. Next, moving on towards the styling. So over here I have selected my theme mode as light. You can select it as dark also. Then I have this assistant shape. You can select it as circle, square, rounded square according to your choice and preference. I'm going to keep it as circle. Then we have this background color, text color, button color, chat bubble color. You can enhance this according to your choice and preference. I'm going to keep it as default. Then we have this header profile picture, assistant profile picture and the background picture. You can upload these pictures just in the manner we have uploaded the knowledge base. After adding all these things, your AI agent is up to date. Then you have to simply toggle on this button, and after toggling this on, your AI agent is active. active, and then you have to save this. If you do not save this, all this will be lost. You can also embed this AI assistant to your particular website. I'm going to click on this embed, and using this particular code, you can embed your AI assistant or this WhatsApp chatbot to your website, and whenever someone will click on that, they will be redirected towards that WhatsApp conversation. Now we have to learn how we can enable this AI assistant to a particular chat, to a particular group, or to all the contacts. For that, on the left hand side, we have this option of inbox. I'm going to open this in a new tab. So here, this was my chat. To enable this AI assistant, we have to toggle on this button. We have to select the AI assistant. This is the AI assistant which we have created, and then we simply have to save this. In this manner, we have assigned this AI assistant to this particular chat, but doing this manually and to particular chats is very logical manner, and that's why what we can do, we can assign it to a group of contact or to all the contacts. Now for that, on the left hand side, we have this option of settings. From here, we have to go towards the inbox settings. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and I have landed towards this inbox settings. So if I scroll down, I will get the option of AI auto reply settings. Now over here, I have this enable AI auto replies. Now over here, I'm going to select the contact list. Let's suppose this is the list, and then I can assign any AI assistant to this particular list. I can add more rules, select another list and select another AI assistant to that particular list, or I can add more rule and select all the contacts and assign any AI assistant to that particular contact, and then I simply have to save this. And in this manner, this AI assistant will be assigned to this particular contact list, this AI assistant will be assigned to this particular contact list, and this AI assistant will be assigned to all the contacts. So this is how we have created and assigned this AI agent. We are going to check this for the last time. I'm going to send another question like, so here I'm going to send this question: could OS differences affect the behavior? I have sent this question. Now if I receive the reply based on the same query, then this is going to show us the AI agent which we have just created is working fine. Here, let's wait for the reply. And here it has sent me, yes, operating system differences can significantly affect the behavior of software applications. Here are some key aspects to consider: file system difference, path separators, case sensitivity, system call dependency, runtime behavior. To mitigate these issues, it's important to test applications in the environment they are intended to run in. So here, this is how my agent is working. Now, if you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Before you go, if you plan to upgrade, do not forget to use the code SHUBPC to get maximum benefits on your Pabbly yearly and lifetime deal. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. You can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting WhatsApp chatbots. Thanks for watching. Not only this chatbot, you can create multiple such chatbots with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the website given over here. Also, you can try Pabbly Chatflow for 100% free and create your own WhatsApp chatbot.